Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another reaction. And today we're going to react to our boy, Hard Target, Deja Vu. Dropped a couple days ago, so I really wanted to get on it. And but before we get started, as you can see, got a little new setup here. My wife set this up for me today while I was at work. So she's awesome. She's the best. And she bought me a desk. This is the first time that I've had a legit desk since like before I started this channel. I've been using like fold out tables, and like at one point I was using our beer pong table, like so I have a legit desk background, and we're ready to do this thing. So today we're going to check out, like I said, Hard Target Deja Vu, and we know it's going to be good because he always brings it. And after last song, I'm sure it's going to be fantastic.
My mama crying in the other room. She was begging you to calm down, and she was screaming that they're just kids. And that's when you knocked the door down. We walked a thin line when we spoke, but your patience must have ran thinner. My daddy told me we protect our women, but the contradictions, I would sit and watch that man hit her. He said that.
Whoa. Whoa. Alright, so this went deep real fast, that line. He said, my daddy always told me that we protect our women, but then he would hit her. That's crazy. That's a real bar right there. That's real. And then just talk about how they had to walk a very thin line, and you know, usually when people say that, it's one step out of that line and all hell breaks loose. So that's a very nerve-wracking, I'm sure a very nerve-wracking and scary thing for children to have to try to navigate.
That man hit her. He said that he would change it, babe, my mama let him stay. And she pretends like nothing's wrong and everything okay. A couple days passed, she got bruises on her face. Some things will never change. I feel like this is deja vu, singing different words to the same old tune. Commit the same sins I never said I do. Learn from your mistakes, but either way I lose. Man, I feel like this is deja vu, hoping I could change, and I pray I do. I'm stuck inside a cage and I can't break loose. Too much on my shoulders and I can't make room. Man,
Like that line says, there's too much on my shoulders and I can't make room. So you're trying to change, right? You're trying to make improvements in your life, which often making improvements in your life is very challenging and very hard. And if you already have all this weight on your shoulders, trying to make an improvement just seems to add weight, even though you might feel like you're taking on weight, but in the long run it's actually going to lessen your burden. Now obviously I think that my belief is that there's only one thing that can take away that burden, take away that weight, and that's Jesus. But even with that, as we try to grow and get better, sometimes the weight of like seeing where you need to be, whether it's as a father or just as a person or whatever, it's that alone feels like a heavy burden, and it's just like sometimes it's too much to like comprehend that you could ever get there, you know.
I feel like this is deja. What my father said was worth more than he knew, but my mama bit off more than she can chew. It's the truth. Why fight? She would lose. I can't help, I would too. What the fuck? I'm a kid. If I need help, I come to you, but I can't, cause I'm scared and your temper seems to flare. Tell me sit my ass down, then you knock me out the chair. You were supposed to be the one that we could come to when we're scared. It ain't fair, but it's clear. I feel like this
wow. Basically saying that a child saying to their dad, "You're supposed to be the one that I come to when I need help. You know, when I'm scared, you're supposed to protect us," just all this stuff, but we can't. And you know, as a father myself, that is something that I hope that I'm able to portray to my children, that they can always come to me, that I'll always be there. And I'm not perfect. I know that. I'm sure my temper is gonna be short days where I make mistakes, but in the long run, I hope that my kids can look back and say, like, at the end of the day, like, as a whole, my dad was always there for me. And I know for me, I was lucky. And I would say most of the time in my life, my dad was always there for me. And so I was lucky, and I just hope that I can carry that on. So.
Singing different words to the same old tune. Commit the same sins, I never said I do. Learn from your mistakes, but either way I lose. Man, I feel like this is deja vu. Hoping I could change, and I pray I do. I'm stuck inside a cage and I can't break loose. Too much on my shoulders and I can't make room. Man, I feel like this is deja vu. You were a perfect example. You deserve you a hand too, cause every time you lost your shit, it was worth it. I thank you, cause now that I'm older with kids of my own, I swore I would be different from the shit I was shown. But the sins committed by fathers, they were passed to the son. You think I'm lying, then start asking my sons.
Hold on, I want to finish that bar.
They were passed to the son. You think I'm lying, then start asking my sons. They are petrified by me, I lose.
There's that bar is really, it's heavy, but it's true. Biblically, the Bible talks about the sins of a father is passed on, and that doesn't mean that there is generational sin, but it doesn't mean that by the grace of God and everything that can change. Like, at any point that you can change the trajectory of your family, but that is true. Bible talks about how the sins of a father will be struggles for their children as well, and that's something I've always read. And even before I had a kid, that was something that weighed heavy on me, and I would say myself, I definitely, I'm sure my wife would probably agree, I do struggle with short temper. Not a lot with him, but with her, especially after a long day of work, I'm a little snippy and grumpy, and I think unfortunately sometimes that Jackson sees that, even though he's only 18 months, he's already taking in that information on how I treat his mother. So it's something that's and then he goes on to say, he said you think I was lying, but ask my sons. That's heavy, and that's to say that out loud and to say that to all these people listening. Like, I just gotta say props to you, man, for being just real, and that's hard to do.
I will be different from the shit I was shown. But the sins committed by fathers, they were passed to the son. You think I'm lying, then start asking my sons. They are petrified by me, I lose my patience every chance that I get. And now they look and see the same man I did as a kid. I feel like this is deja vu. Singing different words to the same old tune. Commit the same sins, I never said I do. Learn from your mistakes, but either way I lose. Man, I feel like this is deja vu. Hoping I could change, and I pray I do. I'm stuck inside a cage and I can't break loose. Too much on my shoulders and I can't make room. Man, I feel like this is deja vu.
Bro, I just gotta say again, so big of you to admit some of those things, and also I know it's got to be hard to talk about that stuff in your music, where a lot of people will there are people that are going to judge or whatever, but the majority of people are going to it's going to impact a lot of people, whether that's something that other fathers deal with. That's maybe their past, maybe that's their same story, that they saw exactly who they didn't want to be, and now as a father they're that same person, or someone like me who did have a good example of a father in a lot of ways, and almost sometimes I feel like I have a burden of having to live up to that, of having to be as good, and if I don't, then I'm a failure. So, but regardless, just I think Dad's talking about the struggles and the reality of life and the reality of the burdens that we have as fathers is something that's not talked about a lot. There's a lot of weight on our shoulders, biblically. There's a lot of weight on our shoulders. I mean, look at the Bible and says what it says to be a leader in the church as a man, and that list is very long and very intense, and has a lot of conviction in it. So, again, I appreciate it, man. I love you, and just keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to impact a lot of people. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. If you haven't subscribed yet, it's pretty simple. Just bring that cursor over, hit that subscribe button, and then you get to see my face every day. And then hit that like button and comment, most importantly, because when you hit that like button and you comment, it helps push our videos in the algorithm, which doesn't only help me, it helps my channel grow, and I'm very appreciative of that, but it also helps the artists that I'm reacting to. So it's a win-win, and we all help each other out. So anyways, you guys know how it goes. We'll see you next time.